Where are all the humans? Where are the people at?
What people?
India will awake to life and freedom.
2014 belonged to the term Mitro, but it looks like the future lies with the robots. On today's episode of Tech Probe, I'm going to introduce you to Mitra and Mitri. You started out wanting to make driverless cars.
Correct.
How did you arrive at Mitra and Mitri?
Our idea was to make autonomous vehicles, but instead of a car, we wanted to do with a scooter because that can get into all the Indian streets. You know how our streets are. So we saw the regulatory things were not ready. We saw that the technology itself is not fully ready. So what we did is we pivoted, and then we became we started using those technology indoors.
You know, we have a huge population in this country. Is this the future? Is this going to be taking over jobs?
Actually, once computers came in, the desk jobs kind of increased. The kind of use cases that is going to be going to be enabling, it's going to be mind-boggling. And 3 years from now, you can walk into a rural hospital, a robot will be greeting you. It can recognize who you are and then have a conversation. It can ask you, say, why are you here for? Okay, I have this cold and cough and all those things. So it can keep asking you follow-on questions.
And how accurate is this? Because by the time you go into the doctor's clinic, you're probably going to have a heart attack already.
When you're not going into an ambulance, you are it's not an emergency. So you are going to be talking over, and within seconds the doctor could get connected to through the network. So the cardiologist could get connected to you, and they could say, oh, this looks to be benign. This thing, or oh, you should be coming to the hospital. So that is one way where this personalization, contextual, the robotic movement, everything that is going to be one way where you can put these smart doctors everywhere in the world.
So essentially what you're saying is in 3 years it's going to take full form.
3 years, yes.
And how much work will that take? Every day, how many hours?
We spend anywhere north of 12 hours a day in over here, and this is fun.
Sure, because you're creating something new. So right now the fingers don't move.
We have a prototype where the fingers move, but in this case, the fingers do not move. So we are now working on the eyes, much more eye expressions.
And it's a very Indian thing, isn't it? Eyes.
So eyes and fingers are the most important, even in human robotic, because most of my talking right now I'm doing with my fingers.
You can't not use your hands, Some of you all are in hardcore programming, some of you all are hardcore mechanical engineers, I'm guessing. So who's your pottery person?
Everyone.
All you guys know pottery also. My God, what a talented bunch. Amazing. All you guys only are Mitras and Mitris. So Balaji, where are these robots being used now?
So the key use case is in retail. So let's say walk into a mall. There is hardly any context out there. Nobody knows who you are, what your preferences are, what are you looking to buy.
You got to look for the shop guy.
And then asking them, and they might not know your particular preferences. So what these robots do is they collect a lot of anonymous data about the person, and then with their if they give approval, it can also do consent-based facial recognition. And once you identify who you are, it can give you very particular promotions and discounts and all those things. So in these places where there is a lot of different brands out there to help you buy the right thing, so that kind of very intelligent salespeople.
Are you married to each other?
No.
So that's the story of Mitra and Mitri. Now let me introduce you to a young man who functions like a robot. He's a genius. What age did you drop out of school at?
So I dropped out of school around 5th grade.
You decided you couldn't go ahead with the education system?
I thought there wasn't anything new I was learning in school, so there was no point in staying further. I learned C programming at 5, and I had done the Nanto-Tetris course when I was 11, where I built the entire computer system from NAND gates and then wrote the entire compiler and engine stack and applications on top of that.
Just 1 second, let me pick my jaw up. Okay, it's back there now. So Nasir, you're 16. You are a whiz kid with a Stanford certification. How did the idea of Ati Motors come along?
So we are working on interesting problems with Dr. Vinay, who was my mentor for a couple of years, and Saurabh. And while we were doing that, we wanted to do something that was both an interesting engineering problem and was viable commercially.
Why a cargo vehicle that's autonomous?
Since it's cargo,
Yeah.
the value proposition for autonomous vehicle is a lot better because especially in industrial environments, you're moving cargo all the time,
Yeah.
so utilization is not a problem.
What do you see the practicality, the use of these machines? Where do you see them fit?
So I think they fit in a lot of places, but we have taken a conscious decision to stay under the regulatory radar. So factories, logistic parks, warehouses.
Yeah.
I think once regulation catches up, maybe in 5 years, we know that public roads can handle autonomous vehicles. This vehicle is fully capable.
Yeah.
But we have this versatility right now that we can handle indoor environments and outdoor environments, and the vehicle can seamlessly transition between the two. So it can go from like inside of a warehouse to the inside of a factory.
The vehicle looks a little like the auto that we have on the road. Was the auto an inspiration by any chance?
It's actually not quite like the auto. It's a tadpole configuration, so there are two front wheels. The design was chosen for maneuverability.
In terms of scalability, in terms of size, how much weight does it handle now?
Right now we are planning on having two variants.
Yeah.
So one carries 150 kgs of cargo and one carries 500 kgs.
And all of this autonomous, it doesn't need a driver.
No, it does not.
Explain the working of this device. How does it really work?
We have a couple of sensors. We have a lidar,
Yeah.
we have a camera,
Yeah.
we have an IMU and wheel encoders. So we can detect obstacles around us using the lidar. We do a run first to map
Yeah.
the entire area,
Yeah.
and then we can run autonomously.
And this is 100% Desi product. Everything is sourced and made in India itself.
Some of the sensors do come from America,
Yeah.
but apart from that, the complete engineering, design and everything is done in India. Complete greenfield, ground-up design, all done in Bangalore.
The future lies in being autonomous. Look at this vehicle. It doesn't need any assistance. It just moves around by itself. I wish I could say the same about myself after this really tiring day. I need a hand to get out of here. Thank you. Keep watching Tech Probe. Catch a new episode of the Tech Probe exclusively on the Indiatimes Facebook page. Don't forget to like, comment and share.